Hey, Paul Allen, Virtual Vikings game plan, approaching deep stretch. Film watching all season with Pete Bercich has been terrific. So for a final time, up to the finale, here are the kiddies.
The Minnesota Vikings get set to take on the Detroit Lions in the 2020 season finale. Detroit, they've had their own problems. Matthew Stafford injured. They just came off a 47-7 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's take a look at the film and see what the Minnesota Vikings can capitalize on to finish 2020 with a W. Taking a look at the Detroit Lions defense, you guys remember Everson Griffen? Well, Everson Griffin's still playing defensive end. They don't have him playing the 3-4-3 technique like they had earlier this season. He's gone back out to defensive end. However, he has kept the 2-point stance. Still a very, very good pass rusher. Loop stun underneath. We've seen that give us problems. He stays in there, barrels into the quarterback, and gets to Brady for a big sack. So Everson Griffen, despite the changes in defense, despite losing a head coach, despite all those things, is still hanging in there, having a decent year, and you can still get after the quarterback when you need to. One of the things you notice about Detroit is they want to play a lot of middle open, and that allows these tight ends to be wide open or to have a lot of catches. So with Brady, when he gets to the top of his drop, number one, great protection, good pocket, but he sees Gronkowski one-on-one with a defensive back. You see him drift to the sidelines, gets up, and that's just a height thing. That's a 50-50 ball. And when you have tight ends against DBs, and we saw that with Irv Smith, I think, against New Orleans, the body position, getting down the field. The next play, every time Tom Brady sat back and saw cover two, which means the middle of the field is wide open. You're going to see both safeties drop to their respective areas, and there is going to be nothing in the way of a defender. And he's just ready to dump this ball to Cameron Brate right across the middle. There's nobody within 5 yards when he catches this football. Easy first down, first and goal from about the 10-yard line. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady did a great job of just taking what's available. Whenever he saw cover two, he got those tight ends down the middle. And finally, you get about the 25-yard line. You got the bunch formation up top. Again, Detroit is in some manner of a middle open defense, and then Gronkowski gets off the line, gets up the middle of the field, and when he catches his football, the backside safety is trying to react. He's too late. So when they open up the middle of the field, the safeties in Detroit, they just allow teams to attack them right up the middle. So tight ends, be ready. This is going to be a big one. Down the middle of the field, Cousins is very, very good at those kinds of throws. Now, the special teams play of the year, and this is a perfect example of outkicking your coverage. You're on the 15-yard line, and you get that ball all the way down to the 25. And what you notice is as soon as, if you freeze the film, right as Agnew catches this ball, there's one guy within 5 yards. The rest of them are at 7 or 15 yards. That means Jamal could take this thing and go north and south, and the good return guys do that. They plant their foot, they get north and south, they turn angles into bad angles, you make a juke, and boom, you score a touchdown. So special teams providing some juice for the Detroit Lions, and you got to be careful about that. Offensively, what can you say? Stafford has been injured, questionable if he's going to play. DeAndre Swift, however, is going to get a lot of carries, I predict, in this last game. Try to get through the year, and you'll see right when he gets his handoff at the mesh point, the fullback's not even up on the linebacker, but he's able to see, has vision to the outside, cuts this thing back. He sees the 35, the defensive back, step up and be the contained guy. Bam, makes an inside move, and now he's up to the second level, almost outruns the safety. So DeAndre Swift is still a very, very good running back, and you have to keep tabs on him. How about our old buddy Adrian Peterson? Well, interestingly, when Adrian's in there, they're actually slowing him down. They're running more of the counter power game, which from the years that we saw Adrian, you don't want to slow this guy down. You want to get him north and south. They pull the tight end around. You can see Adrian just waiting his turn, waiting for the guys to get out. Nice cutback. Gets about a 9-yard run. And really, for Adrian in this game, that was kind of the highlight. So he's getting less and less work. I think with DeAndre Swift there, he's such a good running back that, you don't see a lot of Adrian. That means he may not be in Detroit again for next year. So Stafford, early on in this game, gets hurt. Chase Daniel has to come in. And if there's an example of the difference between a starter and a backup and a guy who got 0 snaps, you got to watch this play because Chase Daniel in the shotgun gets the running back, the motion back in. He steps up, makes a couple checks. The center's looking left and right. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? Then he just snaps the ball, and Daniels catches it right in his gullet. And the only guys that are really ready are the Tampa Bay defenders because on defense, you move when the ball moves. Daniels gets sacked, and this is the best part. He gets up. He's like, what's going on? I don't know what the heck's going on. I mean, this is just how things go. So a perfect example of when it rains, it pours.